Hi everyone, how are you today? In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to extract past and future climate data for specific locations using the program ClimateNA map-based version. ClimateNA is a free software developed and maintained by Professor Tong-Li Wang from UBC and Professor Andreas Hammond from University of Alberta. There are two ways you can use this program. One is by downloading and executing an executable file on your computer, which is recommended if you want to run multiple locations at the same time. So it's more efficient, but it involves some extra steps that I'm not going through here today. So if you're interested in using the executable version, I suggest you to visit Professor Tong Li's tutorial on YouTube that you can access by clicking on this link right here. The second way you can use this program is by opening ClimateNA map-based version in your web browser. This version gives you the opportunity to easily navigate on a map and select an approximate location for a provenance from which you don't have exact coordinates. The beauty of the map-based version is that you don't need to download nor install anything on your computer to get the program running. But the downside of it is that it's not so efficient and you have to run one location at a time. For your project, the web-based version will be enough, and this feature of selecting a location by just clicking on the map might become very handy when comparing your results with the other species that you were assigned. So let's now have a look how the program works. Let's say we want to extract some annual climatic variables for provenance 6 in our Gary Oak experiment. First, since we know the geographic location of this provenance, everything we need to do is to copy the latitude and the longitude from your project instructions and paste into ClimateNA. Then select the historical range of climatic information. In this case, we are selecting normal 1961 to 1990, which will more likely reflect the historic period when the provenances adapted to their local conditions and have not been greatly affected by climate change. For now, just leave the future option blank. Click on Calculate, and here it is. You have all the annual variables in the left box, seasonal variables in the central box, and monthly variables in the right box. You will notice that some variables will be slightly different from the information you have on the project instructions. This is because now we are not using elevation to calculate climatic variables. So for your project, feel free to use either the information provided in the instructions or the information you generated when running ClimateNA. Let's now estimate the mean annual temperature for provenance 6 in 2080 under a scenario of severe climate change. So, since we are still estimating climatic data for provenance 6, we can keep the same coordinates and change the future option. Here we will select the greenhouse gas concentration trajectory, or RCP, of 8.5. You will notice that mean annual temperature increased. Okay, now go ahead and practice using other Gary Oak provenances and the information you have from the other species too. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you run into any problem, feel free to contact us by email or by joining one of our Zoom office hours sections. Stay safe, and I see you next time. Bye bye.